Mary, I can't do marriage with Kody anymore. I don't want to.
You don't get to give up like that.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. It's Thursday, January 21st, and we have some breaking, groundbreaking, awesome news for all of you Sister Wives fans, and that means that what? Sister Wives is coming back on February 14th. Yes, that's right. A present for Valentine's Day is coming your way, and it's going to be a dramatic-filled season on the Sister Wives, covering the lives of Kody Brown, Mary Brown, Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Robin Brown. We are still going to be dealing with their life in Flagstaff, Arizona, as well as some unrest with the wives between multiple wives expressing frustration in their marriage. This video, we're going to focus specifically on Christine because Christine has been very focal on social media. People magazine just released an exclusive trailer for the season, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact, which gives us a sneak peek into what's coming up in this season. And as we've seen on social media over the last 10 months, Christine Brown is at her limit. Now, over the last 10 months, we have been watching Christine be a little bit overwhelmed. She has been working her booty off for her kids. She had to come up with a $50,000 down payment, she claims, for the procedure for her daughter, Isabel. When Isabel had her procedure this past fall, we also know that Kody Brown was not there for her, did not fly with them to New Jersey, did not attend the procedure, and has been close to absent in the lives of his children with Christine. Christine, for her part, has been spending most of her time on social media, working, pushing and promoting products, working her LuLaRoe, also promoting various jewelry brands. In addition to that, she has been promoting other MLMs. She's doing everything that she can to make money. And a lot of people have been wondering, where's Kody? Why isn't Kody contributing? Why isn't Kody helping? Where's Kody in all of this? And for a long time, we've also been noticing that Christine has been sort of embracing some of the beliefs of her younger daughters who have come out mostly as Democrats and liberal. And with that, people have been noticing sort of a tide in her postings. In fact, when Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, she actually posted on Instagram a tribute to her and what a great and amazing woman she was. Both Gwendolyn and Isabel were very vocal in their support of Joe Biden for the presidency. Now, Christine did not speak specifically about the presidency at all, but at the end of the day, there was some suggestion that her children's influence was starting to maybe help her see her worldview a little bit differently. Well, coming up on this season, it's going to be a doozy. Guess why? Because Christine wants a divorce. Well, maybe. Check this out.
I'm going to tell him I freaking want to move back to Utah, even though the girls don't want to.
1, 2, 3, 4 wives said, no, we're never moving back to Utah.
She wants to move back to Utah. And this is something that I have said and suggested for a while because we've talked a lot about why Christine might want to move back to Utah, and it's pretty simple. Christine's mom lives in Utah. Christine's family lives in Utah. Christine is close with her mother. She's also got she's got children that live in Utah. Christine has so many ties to Utah and nothing connecting her to Flagstaff other than Kody and the sister wives, to which are all kind of living independent lives according to the trailer. They are so separated at this point that Kody is the only one, according to the trailer, that's going back and forth between the families. The sister wives' relationships have all broken down to the point that Christine feels like everyone hates her.
Want to have a relationship with your sister wife.
Maybe there are some of us who are like, look, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody hates me all the time.
With Christine in an influx and her desire to want to move to Utah, there appears to be a confrontation that comes up between she and Robin. Throughout this past 10 months, you've noticed that Christine has been unhappy. She has been frustrated. There have been very little mentions of Kody in her social media. She's posted some date nights And sometimes it seems as though she's flaunting her relationship to Robin. And it also seems like their relationship is going to come to a head as well. Now, Christine is not shy about having confrontations with her sister wives. She's also talked a lot about her jealousy of being a sister wife and the frustrations that she feels having been sort of pushed aside when Robin and Kody became married. So when she was pregnant with her daughter, Truly, he decided it would be a great time towards the end of her pregnancy to court Robin and then subsequently get super involved with her and plan a wedding. Imagine her, who is pregnant, have a husband that decides he's going to bring a new wife into the situation, and then on top of that, while she's giving birth, he's there for her, but then she's left for weeks on end when he goes to have a honeymoon with his new wife that he never had with her. He spent 2 weeks in Hawaii, and she was frustrated because he didn't take her on one as well. So these two are going to have a confrontation, with Christine telling Robin she never needs to spend time with her again.
We don't have to do anything together.
You know that she's actually trying to sabotage your relationship with Kody. You can't trust her.
And as you can see, Robin says that she doesn't trust her because she's sabotaging her marriage with Kody. Here's my take. This is only coming from a context of there's only 2 salvageable relationships for Kody, in my opinion. I don't believe that he and Janelle have anything romantic going on, and we'll get into what's going on with him and Mary in another video, but he and Mary have no romantic relationship either. So there's only 2 women that are vying for his romantic affection, and that is Robin and Christine. So with Christine not wanting, maybe feeling threatened by Robin, knowing that he spends most of his time with Robin, she's going to be less than thrilled by Robin in general. And she and Robin have always had a very icy relationship, with Robin saying now she's trying to sabotage her. I don't know about that, but maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, they both want his attention, they both want his affection, and Christine's probably feeling rejected, which ultimately leads her to wanting to move to Utah, according to the trailer. But the shocking admission at the very end of this trailer, is that Christine admits to Mary she cannot do marriage with Kody anymore.
Mary, I can't do marriage with Kody anymore. I don't want to.
You don't get to give up like that.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Now, we have sort of teased along the way this past off season that Christine would be maybe the most likely to divorce him, would be the most likely to leave him and move away, would be the most likely to exit polygamy. And why? Because her mother has left polygamy, and she also has a aunt, Kristen Decker, who also has left polygamy. She has relationships with women who have left the polygamous world, who have found happiness, independence, and a way out of that sort of cult mindset of control by the men. And she has the support if she wanted to leave, which is much different than if Mary wanted to leave. With Mary, her mother is still very invested and ingrained in this world. If Mary were to leave, her mother would not support her. If Mary were to leave, her mother might disown her. She might lose her entire family. On the other hand, with Christine, she would not. She would still have her mom, and she would still have her aunts that have all left, that would support her, that would love her, that would scoop her up and provide her all kinds of resources in Utah. Christine wanting to move back to Utah and not being able to do life with Kody is sort of this indication to me that this marriage is extremely fractured, and that Christine might actually be on the verge of leaving him. Now, I don't know if that will actually happen, but I have spoken to people that are connected to the Browns that have told me in the past that if Christine wanted to leave, she would have the full support of her family, and they would certainly be there for her throughout the process, and that there is a life outside of polygamy for her. So if she knows that there's people out there that could potentially support her, and she might feel stuck in this miserable situation where she feels like a single mom, she feels like he's not there for her, she has the weight of the world on her, all of the financial burdens. We also know that Kody signed over the house to her. So that's another thing that we know happened this season. Kody took his name off the property that he owned with Christine. She owns that home solely. So this is, again, an indication to me that there's a lot more going on here than just financial ties and splitting financial ties, but that these two are actually maybe taking steps to separate. And I don't know if I could blame her if that's true. But I'll be interested to see how this all plays out. And I would love to know from you what your thoughts are about all of this. Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.